Welcome back, friends. It's another episode of the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter. We are totally about to do a half-ass craft. As you can see, I have garbage on my table. So we are going to make artist trading cards today. I am going to give you, this is going to be a video in parts. So I need you to understand that there may be some weird editing. Don't worry about it. You just keep going. It may be weird, but we're going to keep going. We're going to push through the weird. So as you can see, I have some mark making tools or garbage, depending on how you look at them. I have a little palette here, which I'm going to set off to the side. I have some more mark making tools here. These are some, what do you call them? Cake decorating tools. So there are things called catalysts. I'm going to give you a really quick art lesson. I just learned this because I am in Wanderlust, which is an year-long art journaling class, I guess. And there's these things called catalysts. That's the brand name. And they're just very like ergonomical mark making tools. They're really just this, but in a nice like silicone, hand shaped tool. They're very expensive. These I think cost me $3.99 on Amazon, and you got all of them in the one package. So you should look for the cake decorating tools. We might use these, we might not. I don't know. We are going to use this as our color palette. I have gold, bright aqua green, and dioxine purple, or it's really just more of a violet color, FYI. So let's start with what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to move all this stuff off. I'm not going to do a fancy intro because things are happening. Okay, so I have this is a masterboard. And every time I do a masterboard, someone says, what's a masterboard? Let me show you. This is a masterboard. All that a masterboard is you take a piece of cardstock. You could even use scrapbook paper that you think is ugly, and then you collage bits of anything onto it. You can do book pages, you can do music pages, you can do magazine pages. It doesn't matter. You make a very big collage. A masterboard is just a very big collage that you're going to cut up later. That's it. That's all it is. There's nothing like fancy or strange or special about it. So this is a masterboard. I took a white piece of cardstock, scrapbooking cardstock. I glued a bunch of book pages on it, and I sprayed it with some Distress Oxide inks. That's it. I'll cut it up one day, not today. This masterboard, I did the same thing. It looked a lot like that one, only I used Distress paints and Distress Oxides on this one, and there's a lot of layers already on here. We're going to add another layer because the thing with collage is layer, layer, layers. And I always have a very hard time layering. I get scared of them. I'm scared of layers. So here's what I've done. As you can tell, I've washi taped this, and well, washi tape is not the best, but my masking tape is too sticky, so I don't want to use it. So I have this masterboard. It's 12 by 12. I put washi tape around the edges. It's about 1/4 of an inch. And then I measured in 2.5 inches. So an artist trading card is 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And there's only 2 official rules for an artist trading card. And if you want the history of it, you can go Google it. Artist trading cards can't be sold, and because they're trading cards. And they need to be 2.5 by 3.5 inches. So these inside squares are roughly 2.5 by 3.5. I think these are actually like 2 5/8 by 3 3/4. So it's fine. The police won't come and get me. At least I hope not. So what we're going to do is I am going to start with purple and gold as my main colors. I'm just going to smush paint around, and then I'll add a little bit of this bright aqua green, and then we're going to let that dry. That'll be part 1. Part 2, or well, no, we'll also do mark making with that. So we're going to do a paint layer on top of this paint and ink layer. And then we're going to come back and we'll do some embellishments on them to actually make them. And then we'll cut them. And then ta-da, we'll have our trading cards. So let's get busy. I've got a little jar of water and 1 paintbrush. That's all I need. I'm not going to go and get a bunch of supplies here. And I don't need a bunch of supplies. The one thing that I'm learning in my Wanderlust art class is I need way less paint than I think I need. That's step 1. Step 2 is you just really need way less supplies than you think. Water is your best friend. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some water in here, and I'm going to take a bit of this, and I'm just going to swirl it around in the water. I just want this pigment to be very watered down. I need it to be very fluid. And now you could use watercolors, you could use inks, you could do all sorts of stuff. I just want to use acrylic paint. No big reason why I want to use acrylic paint, just that I want to use acrylic paint. And I'm just smushing it around. There's no There's no rhyme or reason here. There is gesso in on my board here. It has been gessoed. Just so you know. Oh, all right, so how's everyone doing? I'm just gonna smush paint around. You can watch. It's gonna be fun, or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're all just spinning on a rock out in space, going nowhere. Maybe we don't really know. It's no big deal. Nothing is that important. So it's raining here, but now the sun's coming out that I've said that. But we are having a rainy day. So I've just decided to be a little lazy, hang out in my art room, make some videos for you all. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I've gotta go do my yoga. And then I have to go do all of my chores, all my horse chores. And then I'll have more time to do art after dinner. It's great. It's a very arty day today. Arty, tarty, 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 arty, arty. All right, and then this is just, I'm using a little bit of just acrylic paint to see what I can get going on. Just want to make some marks, like so. There we go. This feels a little bit like baking, you know, like I'm filling up the muffin tins and I'm like, which muffin tin needs more? Which one? All right, that's good. I'm gonna try to wash my brush out. And then there's still purple in there, but that's all right. And then I'm gonna see if I can make this gold watery. Oh yeah, look at that. And then, ooh, this is very 90s, isn't it? These colors are super 90s. While I've got that, let's see if I can use, there's one of these that has a very small, let's see. Oh yeah, that kind of does sort of something, doesn't it? Ooh, that's fun, isn't it? Let's mix up some more of this gold. Let's see if we can. So we're just smushing paint. We're not trying to do anything specific, or we're not making a masterpiece. We're just trying to put paint down on these little cards. All right, that's cool. All right, now, you know what I want to do? I want to see, can I get, oh yeah, there we go. So artist trading cards are just going to be, they're like little masterpieces all on their own. It's nothing too, they're not really supposed to be anything but, well, that's not going to work, but just little masterpieces all on their own. All right, I'm gonna put some water in that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, yeah, you can see. All right, I'm gonna smush this on here. And this is the actual roll for this washi tape. And so I'm just making marks. What marks can I make? That's all I'm trying to do. Oops, drop it, it's fine. It is no big deal because we're just making marks. All right, so there's that. And then I have this string that I'm gonna paint and see if I can get it. I just want it to, that's it. I just want little marks. That's all. And now I've got this all. And then I'm gonna paint this with some of this blue. And I'm just gonna, you're gonna get messy, so wear gloves or just, you know, have some lava soap on hand. I did finally find some. You have to order it off Amazon. They don't sell it in the stores anymore, turns out. Ooh, that's cool. All right. Okay, so I like that. And then I think I'm going to take, I've got a little bit of this unbleached titanium. I'm trying to use up this tube because I have a bigger tube of it. So I'd really like to just be able to throw this tube away if possible. So we're just gonna get this all grungy like. And then I wonder if I could paint this on here. I wonder if that would do what I think it might do. I don't know. What do y'all think? We should take some bets. I'm kidding. There's no betting. We're just talking. We're just talking. Okay. And then if I roll it and then I roll it, yeah, there's some marks on there. That's all I want. Just want to put some marks on there. And then I can put these in here. Try to get some paint on them. And then, whoa. We're just gonna roll this around. This is fun. Holy smokes, y'all. You should do this. This is a lot of fun. Let's see if I can do that and that. I know you're supposed to like dip this in paint and then just kind of like do this, but I don't have enough paint to do that. Ooh, those are cool. All right. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna take a little bit of water. And I'm just gonna do this because what's back here is oxiding, distressing, distress anything. It doesn't have to be oxide, just regular distressing. All sorts of the distress stuff moves when you add water. So what I'm doing is I'm dipping my brush in water and then I'm dipping it over here into this unbleached titanium. And then I'm just putting it, I'm trying to knock back some of that purple. That's my ultimate goal. Like, where's the purple really bright and kind of stark? I want to knock it back. So I'm finding those spots. I'm picking up some of the unbleached titanium. Whoops. And then I'm just knocking it back. And you don't have to do that. If you're like, ooh, I like those strong colors, you can like them. That's fine. All right. I love this. I am very happy with this. Is there any other purples that I might want to kind of knock back a little? I don't think so. I think I really like them all. All right. We're going to let this dry and then I'm going to come back. I'll probably have clean hands. It might be a few hours from now because I have to do some stuff. Got to go do some yoga and let some dogs out and do some horse chores. So I'm going to let this dry while I do all that and then I'll come back. Okay, it's been a while. We're back. As you can see, I've chosen a few small bits. They are arranged around my space here. I went in my little Tim Holtz book and I pulled out some little bits of ephemera that he has. I've got my mini people here. I've already put some out. I fussy cut these stickers that I got from Temu. I have these washi tape stickers from Temu. These are also washi tape stickers from Temu that we're also going to use. The first step, however, is that I need to cut all of these little rectangles into individual pieces. So I have to go use my big guillotine cutter over there, and I can't take you with me. So I'm going to go do that. When I come back, these will magically be squares. Okay, so I've cut them all out. The thing to remember is this is the size of an artist trading card. It's 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. This is not. The inside is 2.5 by 3.5. So I went ahead and cut this one all the way down. But what I really want to do is I want to collage on these and then cut them down to 2.5 by 3.5. So we are going to be trimming these up. It's a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So if you're like, why didn't you just cut the 12 by 12 sheet of paper and then do all the decorations? Well, first off, I wanted the grid to do the purple paint. And secondly, if I were to cut a 12 by 12 piece of paper down to 3.5 by 2.5, I would have some left over, which sure, I could have the scraps and figure out something to do with. but I didn't want to have to mess with that. So here we are. This is what I've chosen to do, and now we're in a pickle. We're not. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's decorate. First, I'll decorate this one because it's already done, so we won't have to worry about cutting it down. And oh my gosh, we're going to cut over this. We're going to cut over that. What will happen? Will the world end? I need to glue this. Everything's going to need to be glued because there is acrylic paint on here. And remember, acrylic paint is just plastic. That's what acrylic is, plastic. Remember like the acrylic chairs, the clear plastic chairs from like the 80s that we all thought were so cool? Actually, I think they originally came out in the 60s, but we really thought they were cool in the 80s. We thought a lot of things were cool in the 80s. You know. All right, so there we go. That wasn't straight. Let's see if I can straighten it up. I probably can, or not. It doesn't matter. I'll cut it. And then I really wanted to put one of these ladies on here. Yes. Okay. So let's see what else we have. I really want to put something else. So I have one piece of this. Ugh, my words. I cannot use my words. I have this Tim Holtz ephemera. I have one piece for every card here. So I do want to use each card or piece on the cards. Yes. These I'm going to try to keep straight. So sometimes I do like to do things kind of at an angle or a little skewed, but I am going to try to keep these straight. I also forgot that I picked out these 5 pieces of paper just if I want to tear a piece off and put it in the background. And I actually want to tear a piece off and put it in this background. So I just want a little piece to go down here. That's actually too big. I just want, maybe I just want like that piece. No, I think I want this piece. So I'm trying to remember what all I have. Also, my battery on my phone is about to go dead, I think. So I can't record a whole lot. So we're going to do at least one together and then we'll see what happens. And I don't think I'm going to be able to use a glue stick. I think I'm going to have to use my art glitter glue, but that's okay. Oh yeah, she's great. Okay, this is fabulous. So this is all I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate each of these. Oh, I like that. Okay. And then we do have this right here, but that's an easy fix. All right, there's number 1. And that's all we're going to do. Actually, I think I want to round these corners. Ooh, yeah, I like the rounded corners. Okay. So these we're just going to collage some stuff on, and then we will, yep. Yep, just like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to collage, or I'm just going to collage. There's no we. It's me. I'm the one. I'm the one who will do it. You can watch and join me, and it'll be fun. I would love for you to hang out with me. Anything that I have over, I'm just going to, because it's all going to get cut off. So remember, this is going to get cut down. The only thing I have to remember to do is put my lady at least towards the middle somehow. There we go. And we're just going to put this on here, kind of like that. All right. And then maybe I put this sticker on here. I got these blue stickers because there is this blue on here. Oh, that's a sticker. That isn't even a, okay, no worries. We can peel that up a little bit and pull it in and do that. No big deal. Look what we did. I'll just put a little bit of glue back on here, glue that down. Okay. No big deal. Now we need a person of some sort. We could have this guy. He is a man spreader. Look at him. He's just taking up all of his space. Well, that's who we're going to use. I think he looks great with those butterflies. They're spreading his wings just like he's spreading his. Wait, they're spreading their wings. They're not spreading his wings. Oh, we're going to put him right there. All right. So I know you're probably like, well, hang on a minute. You've got some extra space around there. So you're not wrong. There is a little bit of extra space in the top, but that's okay because I have a bunch of word stickers that we're going to go through at the end and put on for the finishing touches. So for right now, we are just going to do a little bit of collage. Collage. So it's all okay. We have a few steps to do. So let's see what's been going on over here at Half-Ass Acres. I have, well, it's been raining. We had all that snow and an little ice storm at the end of the snowstorm, and then it started raining because, I mean, why wouldn't it, right? And so I took a little video of the rainstorm, which I'll put at the end of this video. And I know people in like Florida or whatever are just going to be like, that's super boring. Who cares? But you know, out here in Oregon, it's a whole ordeal. At least here where I live in Oregon. Getting rain like that isn't what we normally get out here in the high mountain desert. Now we get snow and we do get rain, but like a downpour is really rare. So plus it was just kind of pretty and sounded neat. So, you know, I thought it'd be cool to take a video. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. It's all good in the hood. Meant to put some glue on that and I forgot it. That's okay. Now we need a what if we put that there? Is that the right one? Maybe we want something else. Maybe we want a book cover. There's gonna be a little person on here. Don't forget that part. I also have this, which is, oh, let's do that. I like that. Okay. Here we go. So I'll try to remember to put the little video of our little rainstorm. It really only lasted for like 10 minutes or something. I know about the downpours and I know what it's like in Florida. I grew up in Georgia and we spent our summers in Florida. And I can tell you that I definitely know what it's like. And I miss those thunderstorms for sure. Oh, she's pretty, isn't she? I love her on there. I feel like I should do more with these people. What would you do with these people, aside from just slapping them on ephemera? Not that slapping them on ephemera is bad in any way, shape, or form. I just feel like maybe I should color them in. I know that some folks just color them in. Like they just will spend a whole, you know, afternoon coloring them in with embossing powders and things. Oh, isn't she cute? And yes, this is going to get cut off, but that's okay. This is all okay. We're just messing. So it's all going to be okay. I'm going to put one of these in the background. And I need to put some glue on it. So it's supposed to be very deliciously sunny and warm tomorrow. And by that, I just mean like high 50s. But for January, that's very warm. So I'm going to get out there and clean the horse pasture because it's kind of a wreck, as you can imagine, from being covered in, you know, ice and snow for however long it was covered in ice and snow for. Let's see. I think I'll do a little bit of paper. Notes. What are they called? Music paper. Man, I just was not coming up with a word for this, was I? Sometimes I have a hard time with my words, especially when I'm just sitting here talking to myself. If I'm talking to another person, I got lots of words. I got words for days. Days of words. There's that. And then let's do, oh, I should have put this long ways, huh? All right, that's okay. We can do that. We can put something long ways. We can do what we want. Tear that off. Yep, I'm gonna put that way. We're just collaging. We're making little artist trading cards. Who am I gonna trade them with? I don't know. Who wants to trade artist trading cards with me? I know that Tammy's been doing a lot of artist trading cards on the Facebook group, so maybe I'll go to the Facebook group. Maybe that's where these will go, is out into the Facebook group. Are you on the Facebook group? You don't have to be, but if you want to be, you can. Just go. There's a link below. There's always a link below. And make sure that you answer all the questions. If you don't answer all the questions, I'm going to think that you are, oh no, I'm going to cut, oh well. I'm going to think that you are a not real person, that you're a bot. and I want to prove you. So make sure that you answer all the questions that I ask. That's how I prove that you're real. Because there's a lot of bots, and a lot of them have hyphenated names. So if you have a hyphenated name, really make sure that you answer all of those questions. I don't really know why the bots have hyphenated names, but they do. It's just a thing, I guess. Oh yeah, I like that. So I have so many new subscribers. Thank you all. Thank you everyone who is joining me. I hope that you enjoy coming along and watching me do this ridiculous little journey of mine where I thought it would be super silly and fun to start a YouTube channel so that I can craft with people. I used to craft with my sister when I was younger, and that was a lot of fun, but I don't have that anymore. So I decided that I would get some internet friends and I can craft with y'all. And it's pretty fun, you know? We can... Oh, I didn't put a person on this one. What if we did that lady? That lady's pretty cool. All right, let's do her. So here we are. I've been doing this for like 9 months, 10 months. I just thought that it would be fun. I started watching a lot of crafters on YouTube and I was just like, oh, they have friends on here? I can craft with buddies? And I've met so many great people. I just love it. I love everybody that I've met. It's a good little community. It's a lot of fun. I need that lady's feet to go straight. Ooh, I'm gonna end up cutting off one of her foots. Can I pull you up? I feel like I would just rip her, so I'm just gonna leave her there. There we go. All right. Did I show you that one too? Up close? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go do this because my battery's gonna die, and then I'll come back and show you what they are. We will cut them all out together. We'll round the corners, see what they all look like. I'll show you each stage. I told you this was gonna be done in stages. All right. Be back. And they're done. Okay. So this is part 3, which I'm hoping is the final part. So here's the one that we did, which is actually, let's see, I don't have, well, I guess I can go up here and kind of show you. It is 2.5 inches. Let's move that down there. It is 2.5 inches roughly by 3.5 inches. So, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to cut all of these down, and then we're going to round the corners. And then I have all of these little sentiment sayings, and we're going to put them on here. So I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me trim all of these down and round the corners, but I wanted you to see what they all look like before I cut them down. So here they are before they're cut down, and then I'm going to cut them down because that's going to change them. And I want you to see how they're going to change. I also want to see how they changed, and that'll be cool to see on the video. So let's cut them up. And we're back. See, they're different, y'all. They're so different. Okay, now I'm going to round the corners and we're going to see how different those look. Okay, here are the completed cards. The only thing that's missing is, of course, we want to add some words. So I'm going to see if I can find, so I really think, okay, so some of these are pretty good. So there's this one that says, shake it off. And I kind of feel like one of these ladies needs to be saying, shake it off. Although I agree that this is very white and bright and glossy, not really, well, it's very sticky at least. So at least there's that. But I really kind of want to distress the whole thing. So I'm going to put it on my mat here. I'm going to do that, peel it up, and we're going to use a little bit of glue. I almost said ink. It's been a day already. It's the next day. So the first 2 phases, parts of this. Oh, I like that. I would normally put it in the middle, but I like it in the middle because it covered up that empty space, which was a little strange. And it connects her to this blue piece. So I do like that. Here, this one says, keep life simple. I really just feel like it needs to go just right there. So I have already cleaned a horse pasture, which was wrecked, y'all. Like completely wrecked from the storms, but I cleaned it. It took 2 hours and I cleaned it and I did it. So there we go. Oh no, this one, well, We may be able to use it. So I did that. And then as soon as I got done doing that, I immediately took my dirty clothes that I was wearing to Whole Foods. That's right. That's what I did. And I went to Whole Foods, covered in a lot of dirt. But you know, I was running out of time, and you know, folks around here, they don't wake up until like 10 or so. So if you can get to the store before like 10:30 or 11, you're pretty good. So yeah, well, I like this one. It says, let life surprise you. And I think I want, will it fit there? Oh, it kind of goes over. What if I put it down here? No, I really want it up. Do I want it like that? No, that's too heavy. I definitely want it on this side. All right, let's see. I want this to be straight-ish. There we go. Oh, I like that one. Okay. She's so pretty. Let's see. She's going to say, you are enough. You are enough. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. I love that. All right. What's she going to say? She needs to say something, too. Let's see if she wants to say something snarky. I've got some snarks. So, let's see. Oh, hang on. I've got one for her. Right here. Right here, y'all. Right here. It says, why limit happy to an hour? And I want to trim it off. I just feel like this lady should be saying, why limit happy to an hour? Yes. All right. She needs one. How about if she just says, don't judge me? Ooh, I think I like it down here. That was tough. Okay. What else? Oh, I've got these little girls. They need snark. Those are snarky little girls. They're going to be saying, sorry, not sorry. Because, yeah, I think that is probably exactly. We're going to do some brush corduroy. I love the brush corduroy. I really do. I think it looks really good. All right. They're going to be saying, sorry, not sorry. Love it. All right. And then I put the lid back on my glue because this glue dries out so fast. It's good glue, but man, it goes quick. This lady is going to be saying, when in doubt, vacation. Although I don't go on many vacations because horses. Horses really just explain a lot of things. When in doubt, vacation. I didn't mean that to be centered, but it is, so yeah, who cares? Actually, we can take it off, I think. Nope, we can't. It's on. Okay, good job. Way to go. All right, and then these little group of boys here is going to say, they're going to say, shh, no one cares. Do you wonder how many of these Diane Reevely came up with to help Tim Holtz out? I just feel like that Tim Holtz can't be snarky, you know? But maybe he can. What is this fellow going to say? He has to say something a little bit more sincere. He's going to say, this is what he's going to say. Today's a good day. Today is a good day. Find the beautiful. She's going to say, she should say when in doubt, vacation, because she's got all of the fancy stuff there. Oh, yeah, here we go. She's going to say, attitude is everything. Yes, there we go. All right, they're all done. I'm not going to ink these because I don't really think that they need it. And if I did, I think I would ink them in black. So as I've said all of that, now I'm going to ink them. I know. Said I wasn't, and I said I was, and this is why we all have trust issues. It's fine. All right, there we go. So 12 artist trading cards, or 12 ATCs. And I think they're really adorable. I just love them. And I hope that you do too. And I hope that you had fun making these. There were a few steps and it was a process, but it was a lot of fun. We used all of our stuff. We used inks, we used paints, we used old dictionary and book pages, we used our Tim Holtz people, we used Temu stickers, we used pattern paper, we used Tim Holtz ephemera. It's great. We've used it all. We're using our things, and it's so freeing to use your things. I hope that you enjoy this. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.